Hiya folks, Lone Wolf here again. Whoa, out and about. I was going to go out with one of my mates today, but he cried off, so I thought, let's not waste the day. Let's go and do a little bit. So we're going forward. I'm at a different neck of the woods. So it's a quick one. Motorbike show. Gonna pop down there Monday, I think. Couple of the lads. I might well even meet up with the old pal Lofty Biker and have a wander around with him and Andy and myself, three of us. Not sure yet, could well be. And have a look at all the new machinery available. There's a lot about and a lot of new stuff about again, a lot of new stuff come out. And unfortunately a lot of dealers going bust as well. It's a shame. But like people have said to me, you know, a motorcycle is an expensive toy. It's inexpensive on me. But if you put it into perspective, you play golf, you're gonna remember your golf club, whatever that cost is for the year. A set of clubs. Once you've got everything, you're pretty well good to go, are you? Motorcycles are a different matter, and you got your fuel, you got your tax, you got your insurance, you got, you know, if you have them, PCP, like I have to, you got your payments. They're expensive items these days, and in the world we're living in at the minute, times it's hard. I mean, I know I found it really difficult since retiring. For me, it used to be a case of ask and have. Kind of ask and have with me. I could have what I wanted when I wanted. You know, when I worked, times change, don't they? So as I say, they're expensive toys these days. And you can honestly see now why some of the dealers are going belly up. You know, I think the arrival of these things, what I'm riding, the Chinese invasion, ain't gonna help them. But there again, if you can pay half the money, you still get the enjoyment. You're still out and about, you're still in the fresh air, you're still getting your trips on, you're still going places. As I say, I think it's motorcycling now is becoming a very, very rich hobby. And I can fully understand the lack of younger people coming into it, because it's extortion. It must be extortionate for them. I mean, I know for me the price of insurance ain't bad. I don't pay an awful lot, but some people pay a fortune. So we'll go to the motorbike show and have a look and see what exotica there is there. There's one or two I'd like to have a look at. Last year's where I saw this Explorer I ride. That's where it took me eye. I'd had an idea about it, but that's where it took me eye. So we'll have a look this year. Interested to see what they've got from CF. I believe the new one of these, maybe next year, maybe not, is got electronic suspension. Now that'll be a little a good little addition. That and a bloody fueling map. But other than that, I don't know. I like the Suzuki GSX 1000GX. I like the look of that. I had an S1000XR, and they're just too much money. You're just crazy money. Anything to do with BMW now, you're talking bloody lottery wins for me to buy something like that. Stay there, boy. But there'll be other stuff. I ain't a retro guy. I really don't set me on fire. The retro line, you know, Royal Enfield stuff and all that. It really don't float my boat. I don't know why, but it really don't float me boat. I've never quite fancied one. You can do what you want with them. I mean, you can get around and do your stuff, but it's never been my my desire to own one. So we'll have a look and see what's there. Someone would jump out and grab me, I suppose. It's the same with riding gear, ain't it? You know, it's really, really expensive these days. Riding gear is. I'm fortunate. The stuff I bought some time back, and a lot of it I bought when it was the end of season. In other words, the end of the year when they brought out the new version. My jacket was the same, my trousers, my leathers, and my bottoms, my Gore-Tex bottoms. They were all end of year sales. You know, didn't have a different mark on them, but they still did the same job. Tell you what, there's some dickheads on the road these days. So again, that is an expensive item, and it's, you know, everything to do with motorcycles. It seems to be going through the roof, and it is becoming too expensive to do, unless of course you've got the money. And by the way, they're selling the GSs. I believe a lot of people have got the money. But for me, as my next door neighbour says, you've got to cut your cloth. I mean, you look at crash helmets now. I think that some crash helmets now like 800 quid. Now I know your heads, and they got one, but 800 quid for a crash helmet. Jesus. I say I'm quite happy with my bag. I am. I got the 2 Scorpions on all to bits. And I say I got the gears getting on now, 3, 4, 5 years old, some of it. But if you look after it, it'll serve you well. So we'll have a wander around the motorbike show. Catch up with old Lofty. And see what we can see. I'll try and take you some pictures, but it's too busy. To be fair, you try to do any videoing, there's people clambering all over the bikes. You get them in the shot and everything. And I am fortunate enough to go on a press day, so at the end of the day, it is what it is. Plus it's an expensive day out, isn't it? I mean, if you've got to pay for the car park, 18 quid. And then I think it's 23 quid a ticket, yeah, 40